morning, good evening, good night, depending where on the world you are right now. My name is Scott Center from World Trade Center Savannah, and I'm joined by my co-host, the beautiful and talented Allison-Wright from World Trade Center Gibraltar. And this is Centerpiece. Thank you for joining us today. We're very lucky to have as our guest Luis Carlos Martinez from World Trade Center Ibagué, who just celebrated a fantastic milestone, their 10th anniversary in Ibagué, which is the music capital of Colombia. And you can see that they had an amazing celebration, a beautiful time, a great evening. And could you tell us more about that? How did that feel, Luis, to have such a fantastic celebration? And what's the highlight of that celebration that you just recently had?
Hello, Scott and Ed, and thank you for having me here in your podcast. Yes, and as you mentioned, the anniversary, I want to say that it was truly special because we brought together everyone that made this project possible: God, the family, investors, the government authorities, strategic alliance, and the most relevant business leaders of the city. I think the biggest highlight for me was how WTC Ibagué has become a truly meeting point for business and culture and community in the city. That afternoon and night, we celebrate not only 10 years of history, but also the future we are building. So it was an awesome evening for us.
And Luis Carlos, take us back to the beginning. So, from what I understand, you had a large parcel of land and you were envisaging a mixed-use development with shopping mall, hotel, office towers. Yeah, how did a World Trade Center concept become part of that overall vision?
Yes, as you said, we first envisioned it like a mixed-use development with a shopping mall, an office building, and an international hotel. But we were also looking for a differential factor that gave the project like another level and be the most relevant develop in Ibagué. So that's when I met Carlos Ronderos, and thanks to him, we learned about WTCA. That we realized that it's not just a brand that you put to the building, but it's a global network of more than 300 World Trade Centers around the globe promoting investment. So we incorporate the brand to our project, and this gave us an international identity and opened a lot of doors to us.
Brilliant.
Great. You mentioned Carlos Ronderos. For those who you don't know, he is an employee of the World Trade Center Association, stationed in South America, and he's kind of like our secret weapon. He's a superstar, and I've always wondered this. So, could you kind of tell us how he did it, how he got y'all to sign up? What is his secret that you could share with us?
Yes, yes, he actually is located in Colombia, in our same country, but in our city, in Bogota. So someone introduced me to Carlos in that time we were developed the project, and he invited me to a meeting in San Diego where I learned more about WTCA, as I say, the power of the brand and its benefits. But what I most remember of that time and what Carlos shared to me, and that resonated deeply with me, it was that the World Trade Center is not just an iconic building, it's an engine for economic and development. So that was amazing for me, and that's what we were looking to have in the project. So beyond the mall, the offices, and the hotel, we were bringing to Ibagué was a bridge for the world. So that was incredible for me, and where we make the decision to secure the license for Ibagué. So Carlos was a key piece for that decision and to bring World Trade Center to Ibagué.
That's brilliant. No surprise that Carlos was an instrumental factor in that. And yeah, he like Scott says, he's our sort of secret weapon down in Latin America and South
Yeah.
America. So this 10th anniversary also coincides with an exciting new chapter for you. So if I understand it right, the launch of a trade services program supported by the Sudalia initiative, helping World Trade Center businesses in Latin America expand internationally. What are the outcomes that you're hoping to achieve through this new service?
Yes, the WTCA Latam office, where Carlos Ronderos is the head, they gave us like a advisory of Sudelia. So the first objective was to create a calendar of recurring events that we make every year. So and we already start. So we start with our anniversary. Also, we make the event like a platform to launch all these new things that we're gonna have. So we're gonna have these events every year. We're gonna host our first event of a real estate summit. It's gonna be the Ibagué Real Estate Summit. And in parallel of that idea, emerging another thing to design trade services program for the companies and for the entrepreneurs of the region. And our goal in that was to help business, mostly SMEs in Ibagué and the whole department, to strengthen their capabilities to compete international. That's where we want to start to make the companies stronger to be able to compete in the international markets. So we want to create solid foundation for internationalization and provide access to markets, contacts, and knowledge. And we also want to attract foreign investment to our regions.
Mhm.
So in essence, we are pursuing two outcomes: tangible access history of companies that manage to expand international successful, and the consolidation of events that become regional benchmarks, the ones that we want to make every year.
Brilliant.
You've got a great game plan there, and I'm sure you're going to accomplish that. I see, Red, that you've got quite a packed schedule coming up. You're going to host a major events like the Real Estate Summit, the Artificial Intelligence Summit, and the Women in Business Conference. It's a very ambitious calendar that y'all are going to pull off fantastically. But how do you envision this new program complementing your current program, and what kind of synergies do you foresee with this?
Yes, we just don't want that this event like to become sparring gardens. We want that these are opportunities to transform that ideas into real business, to
Mhm.
foster synergies between local, national, and international companies. That's why we wanted to do have these events and to be able to attract national companies in Colombia and obviously international companies that can invest in Ibagué and do business with our city and our region.
It's interesting, Luis Carlos. I sort of jump in there because my focus within the WTCA has often been on the real estate side of the brand. So I'm really curious to sort of see how do you see that interplay between commercial real estate assets and your new trade services offering? I mean, yeah, do you think that this trade services program creates more synergy across office tenants and businesses within the shopping center and hotel guests, etc.? Or do you think you're going to have to bring in new talent that might be in the form of trade experts to run the programs, for instance?
Yes, I think it's a mix. I mean, our real estate assets, the mall, the hotel, the offices building are the perfect foundation to activate the trade services. We have like the whole package. Um, and they are doing now, have been doing that these past 10 years, that bring together business leaders, investors, entrepreneurs, and it has created a power ecosystem. However, we also recognize that the need to attract specialized talents in international trade, innovation, and technology. So it's a mix of both things. So we are making a strategic partnership with some people and companies to be able to offer all the things that we want to do.
Mhm.
So to be our vision clear, to build a hub where infrastructure and services strategically integrates to maximize the impact of the WTC.
Brilliant.
Yeah, you're going to be a great service to Ibagué and also to the entire network with that program. Um, we saw you in Marseille. You participated in the Global Business Forum we had in Marseille in the spring, and I hope you're going to come to the Global Business Forum in Philadelphia in April. Do you plan to attend? And if you do, hopefully, what do you hope to get out of it?
Absolutely. I will be in Philadelphia I mean, every Global
Cool.
Business Forum is an invaluable opportunity to learn of the network and to build a strategic alliance. I see a tremendous potential for collaboration in areas of innovation, technology, obviously applied to business, and also to sharing best practice for the services and urban development. So I think these GBF are the ideal platforms to attract partners who can contribute to the growth of our region and to open new opportunities from the companies from Ibagué. And the location is perfect for us because USA and Colombia, USA is the Colombian main trading partner, and the GBF in Philadelphia will be the perfect stage to strengthen the relationship and explore new bilateral opportunities. So of course I will be there, and maybe I will bring some companies and some business leaders to there.
Brilliant.
That'd be great. Yeah, we have found that when World Trade Centers bring other companies to these business forums, that have been very beneficial to both of them. So thank you very much for joining us today. Can't wait to see you in Philadelphia. And my regular business is I'm in the office furniture business, and I do a lot of business with Colombian companies and import into the United States and all over the world with Colombian companies. And you and I have the same kind of chair. So thank you very much. And good night, good evening, good morning to everything where in the world you are. And thank you for watching Centerpiece.